Hey, so in this video, I'm going to show you how realtors can generate 300K or more in GCI using a profile funnel. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Andre Gonzalez and I run a marketing agency and I've been running ads since 2007. I've been in the game a long time. And so the first thing I want to talk about is, why am I doing this training for free? Why am I spilling all these secrets for the people? And it really is because I have a soft spot for realtors, because I come from a real estate family. Okay. And so what does that mean? Let me tell you a little bit about my backstory. Okay. We came to Canada in the 80s. We were poor immigrants. My mom was a waitress. My dad, I think he worked at a dry cleaner. You know, we're never really sure when you're an immigrant where your dad works when you first come to a new country. And we were living in the hood, right? We were not living good. And my mom, while she was working as a waitress, she started studying for her real estate license, and she got her license, and it changed our whole life. It literally changed the trajectory of our whole life. And my dad got into it, and now 30 years later, they have multiple properties and multiple businesses. And when I reverse engineer how they've been able to do it, it wasn't from doing any of this like lead gen BS where you have the IDX website and Google ads running, right? It wasn't from running billboard ads or bus stop ads. It wasn't from door knocking. It wasn't from cold calling, right? It wasn't from any of these things that marketing companies try to sell to real estate agents, right? And they usually will provide terrible quality leads, right? My mom never did any of that stuff. My dad never did any of that stuff, right? They made all of their money, which changed my family's life, from doing this one thing that's like at the very heart of real estate, and that's building relationships. And so my mom would do things like have huge parties every year and invite all her clients and family. And it was really beautiful. And so I cannot believe that, as someone that's been doing digital marketing for 15 years, like myself, I didn't really figure out what she was doing until now. And I always wondered, like, how could we replicate that type of brand building, that type of personal connection in the digital era, right? Especially in the social media era. And so if you're a real estate agent, you can cancel your marketing agency contract right now. Call that mother effer up. Tell them it's over, right? Because I've cracked the code. Okay. And so what my mom has done is what you need to do, and is what all of us entrepreneurs need to do. And it's what I'm doing right now. And so let's just zoom out a little bit and really understand what business is, okay? And so in order for all of us to make more sales in our business, three things have to happen, okay? People have to know you, people have to like you, and people have to trust that you can get the job done. All right? And so an old school example of this in real estate is, there's an agent named Sam McDaddy. And if you watch any Raptors game, you'll see him beside Nav Bhatia, right? And he owns a bunch of car dealerships, and he's like a super Raptors fan, okay? And he's also followed this model as well, which I'm going to tell you guys in a second, right? And so the more people that know you, the more people you can sell to. Right. And so the problem with a lot of you is that nobody really knows you, and you're hoping that people find you so you can sell them, or you're just trying to find them. And it's like pushing a rock up a hill, right? Or a boulder up a hill. Pushing a rock up a hill would be a lot easier. And so what if we get people coming to you just like Sam McDaddy has clients coming to him? Right? Just like my mom has clients coming to her, right? Because what essentially these real estate agents are doing is they're building up their personal brand. Yes, right? And so let's look at this celebs, like with their products and services, right? They build up their personal brand, then they can sell their makeup companies or tequila companies or whatever they're trying to sell, right? Ryan Reynolds, for example, just sold his discount mobile company, Mobile, to T-Mobile for 1.35 billion, and he had a 25% stake in that company, right? So he doesn't need to make another movie again. He doesn't need to make another Deadpool movie ever again, which is a great movie, but he doesn't need to make movies anymore, right? Because he's built up his personal brand to a certain level where he can leverage it to sell other opportunities, right? And so how can you do this, right? And do this without taking away time from your business, right? Without taking away time from your family, right? And so what I want to introduce you guys to is the profile funnel. All right. I know I've been hyping it up for the last few minutes, but this is the profile funnel. It's basically very simple, but it's very strategic. All right. And so how does this profile funnel work? It's pretty simple. There's really only 3 pieces of content, and these 3 pieces of content are just video ads. Okay. And so the first video ad that you're going to do is called a radar ad. And so the whole point of this ad is to get on a home buyer's radar, right? Because we just want to get our name into the conversation, right? A lot of you guys are not even in the conversation. We just want to get to the high, all right? And so an example of what this ad would look like is the ad would just start off, and I'm just going to do the ad as if I'm an agent right now. And so it'll be a lot more clear. Okay. So imagine I'm an agent and my name's Andre. All right. So the ad would just start like this. Hi, are you looking to buy a home in Toronto? Then you're going to want to make sure you don't make these mistakes when buying a home in Toronto. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Andre Gonzalez, and I've been a realtor for 30 years, and I specialize in residential homes in Toronto. And here are the mistakes people are making when they're buying homes in Toronto. Then I'm going to go into what the mistakes are, and then I'm going to end the ad by saying something like, if you're looking to buy a home in Toronto, click the link below and I'll send you a list of some good homes in Toronto or some great homes in Toronto, right? And so this would be constructed as what's called a message ad, right? So with a message ad, you don't need to have a website. Okay, so that $700 a month or that $2,000 a month that you're spending running leads to an IDX website, you don't really need that anymore, because leads can come straight to you in your inbox, right? In Facebook Messenger or Instagram Messenger. And so the radar ad is so powerful, right? Because it's so low commitment, right? People, like I said, do not need to go off Instagram, right? They don't need to fill in their email or phone number or go to your website, right? And so this radar ad is all about selling you and just getting your name into the conversation, just getting your name into the run to potentially be someone's realtor, right? Because you can't sell a home before you sell yourself, right? A lot of you are trying to sell a home before you sell yourself. So the whole point of these ads is to sell you first. Just like this is what people do when they build their personal brand. And so this is so important because nowadays people need to see your energy. They need to see the way you speak. They need to see that you're an authority on what you're talking about before they transact with you, right? This is kind of like them doing their due diligence on you before they even reach out to you and actually have a call with you, your free consult or meet and greet. And so this is the best way to scale your personal brand, right? Because with this type of video content, you can speak to many people at once. So think of this video content as your personal salesperson, right? Each one of these ads is a personal salesperson that's going to work for you 24/7, right? While you're out on the road showing homes, right? And so another point I want to make here is once you get enough lead flow, you don't even have to be the person handling the messages, right? You can hire a VA to set them, or you can work with an ISA to set them. Okay. So now in step 2, this is when we get into what's called retargeting ads. Okay. And so this is step 2 of our process. So here's step 1, here's step 2. Now, in step 2, it's really all about getting them to know you a lot more and staying top of mind in their world, right? Because people are very busy nowadays. They'll see an ad for something and then they'll forget about you, right? And so retargeting ads target everyone that watched the previous video ad of yours, or you can even target it to people who've engaged with your profile within a certain time period, right? You can target everyone who's engaged in your profile in the last year, right? So all those leads that may have gone cold and that you haven't had the time to follow up with, right? Retargeting ads are an easy way to re-engage those leads, right? And in step 3, I'll talk more about following up. And so there's 2 types of retargeting ads that we're going to run here. And the first one is called a video sales letter. Okay. And so this video sales letter is really going to be all about you making a specific offer, because a lot of real estate agents are making very vague offers, right? And I'm going to explain what I mean by that right now. Okay. So a lot of real estate agents will present themselves as providing the best service or the best experience guaranteed, right? What does that even mean? Right here. I don't want to put this dude on blast, but this is what he's literally saying on his billboard, which I'm pretty sure is against the law, right? You can't say you provide the best experience guaranteed without actually having any proof here, right? And so when you say vague claims like this, it not only dilutes your power as a business that can provide offers, and I'm going to explain how to provide a no-brainer offer in a second, but it also is just a waste of money, to be honest, right? Because every realtor should be providing the best experience guaranteed, right? That should be the bare minimum. Okay. Secondly, the way a lot of realtors are marketing themselves is very ego driven. And what I mean by that is it's that their advertising is all about them, right? Look at Martha's saying here, right? And Martha, if you're seeing this, I'm sorry to put you on blast, but your tagline is, when you think of a realtor, think of me first. Like, this is crazy amount of ego here, right? And so what you need to do is create an offer that attracts the market to you. And so if you're familiar with Alex Hormozi, he has developed the concept of a no-brainer offer. And this is basically an offer that's so good, people would feel like an idiot to refuse, right? And so an example would be something, this is going to sound so silly, but it's basically like, if I sell your house, I'll give you a Ferrari. Right? If you post that right now on your Facebook, you're going to have like 30 people hitting you up, right? The best example in real estate is from the agent who came up with the, if I don't sell your house, I'll buy it offer, right? And so that offer got saturated right after some time, but it was able to get this agent to become one of the fastest growing realtors in 3 years. And I forget his name. I think it was Craig or something. But that is a great example of a no-brainer offer. And so when you're coming up with your no-brainer offer, one of the components is that you do what's called a risk reversal. Okay. And so this is where you reduce the amount of risk on your client to work with you. And so a good example that I recommend you include as one of your selling points in your offer is, if you're not happy with your home for 12 months after you move in, I'll sell it for 0% commission, right? And so the power of the risk reversal is that it makes them drawn to you over, say, their family friend who's moonlighting as an agent, right? And another thing is your risk reversal should make you sweat a little bit. If it's not making you sweat a little bit, then you're not going hard enough. And so your risk reversal and just who you are as a agent will be included in the video sales letter. You can go into more depth about your experience, the types of homes you sell, the places you recommend, right? Just providing more value and just more face time with the prospect, right? We're also going to run another ad that's called a listing lead magnet. And a lead magnet, if you don't know, is just a digital marketing term for a way of attracting leads. And it's just really when you give away something of value for free. And in recent years, marketers, as they tend to do, ruin everything. And so people have just been giving away BS for free, and the public has caught on. And so what we have to do is give away something that hurts, right? And that actually costs time and money, right? Just like I said, it's got to hurt a little bit to give away this thing. And so the best performing lead magnet in real estate is giving away a custom listing. And so what you're going to do is you're going to create an ad for people looking to buy in a certain area and offer them a customized listing. And so again, this will also be a messenger ad. So just imagine you're literally going to have people messaging you, hey, I'm looking to buy a home in this area. And that can start the buying conversation. And I have scripts I can give you on exactly what to say to them to take them from a cold lead and warm them up in a sequential and strategic manner, right? And so if this becomes too much for you, if the lead flow becomes too much for you, you can also send them to a landing page where it can collect their name and email and phone number automatically, right? And so let's move on to step 3, following up. Okay, so 3% of people that message you right now are ready to buy right now, right? So if we kind of look at the buying journey for everyone, it's in the shape of a funnel. Okay, this is why you may have heard this term like funnel, top of funnel, bottom of funnel, right? What this really means is the top of funnel is where all your cold leads are. Okay, these are people like on these platforms. Okay, and can you guys see that? Oh, you guys can't even see that. Let me just move this over. This little pizza right here. And so the top of funnel right here is called the tofu. Okay, the top of funnel. Okay, and so this is where you're just saying hi. This is where people are just getting to even know that you're a real estate agent, right? They're not in the position to buy from you, right? The bottom of funnel right here, it's called BUFU, bottom of funnel. This is where the conversion event happens, right? This is when the sale happens. This is when they're ready to buy from you, right? So 3% of people that come from these platforms are ready to buy from you right now, okay? And that's still quite a lot of people. The issue is with following up is that 3% is not a lot of people, and every agent is fighting for this 3%, right? There's also the 97% of people who are looking to buy or sell in the next 6 or 12 months. And if you're on their radar, congratulations, my friend, because now you're part of that conversation, right? If they saw your ad and now they're in your system, right? They're in your funnel now. So now we can take them from top of funnel, right? Which is this ad right here. This is a top of funnel ad, and take them through the middle of your funnel, where they get to know you way more with these videos because we're just retargeting them to them. And then eventually getting them to a meet and greet, right? So the 3% of people, they're ready for the meet and greet right now. But the 97% of people on your list or on your profiles following you, they're not ready for the meet and greet right now, right? And so this is why these retargeting ads in step 2 are so powerful, because you don't have to manually follow up with the leads, because your ads are ensuring that you're top of mind, right? And this can be very cost effective, right? You can be running retargeting ads for as low as $5 a day, right? And so the cool thing with real estate is, because you're geographically confined to a certain area, you can become the man or woman in your city very quickly using this system. And like I said, you don't need to spend a lot of money, right? And so you can kind of see now the focus for this whole system is on building your personal brand, because your Instagram, your Facebook becomes kind of like your CRM, right? And you guys can't see that. Let me just move this over. Yeah. Your Facebook and Instagram becomes like your CRM, right? And all these people, they're going to follow you. So you're actually building up your followers as well, right? With the old way of doing it, where you're just like running Google ads to an IDX website, which, like, let's be honest, is like a poor man's Zillow, right? And you're spending $700 to $2,000 a month on that. You're not building your personal brand with that style of marketing, right? If anything, you're ruining your personal brand with that style of marketing, because you're not retargeting those people, right? They're not getting to know you through video, right? Video is the best way people are going to get to know you, right? If they just see a picture of you with your copy, it's not going to be as powerful as them actually seeing you speak on a video, right? And so if anything in this video resonates with you and you need help with setting up this system, feel free to hit me up, send me a message, or feel free to just do this all yourself, right? But remember, I want you guys to really focus on personal branding, all right? And building those connections, all right? And so I hope you've found this helpful. My name's Andre Gonzalez, and I will talk to you guys later.